Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel with some breaking news coming from England, specifically in Birmingham. Over the last few minutes we've been receiving reports from the Birmingham airport that the whole airport has now been evacuated and it's under lockdown due to a security threat alert that has been going on. In this video, we're going to give you guys all the updates. This is still ongoing, obviously. We don't actually know what the situation is, but we will keep you guys posted as we find out. If you are watching this from Birmingham or near the area, of course, keep us up to date in the live chat and we'll get your reaction as well. But we already have some statements from the authorities. We have some videos that we can actually show you. Hopefully everything's going to be okay. The situation in the Birmingham airport was that there was a suspicion a package and a car at the airport that I'm guessing it was already seemed to be known to the authorities. They are working that out, but the normal condition is when something like this happens that they don't necessarily get everybody out of the airport. They close an area, for example, unless it's something that could be seen more serious. They have also moved a number of people from the terminals to the NEC, which we're going to talk about in a second. Birmingham Airport officially said that customer information, the West Midlands Police is currently on site dealing with an incident. Airport operations are currently suspended. Passengers are advised to not come to the airport at this time. The airport's social media channels will be updated as and when the situation changes. Following this, we also had a statement from the West Midlands Police saying incident. Birmingham Airport is currently being evacuated following a report of a suspicious vehicle. This is a precautionary measure to ensure the safety of passengers and staff. They also said that a Birmingham Airport spokesperson has said West Midlands Police is currently dealing with the ongoing incident on site. Airport operations are currently impacted and passengers should not come to the airport at this time. So if you're watching this and you were planning to get to the airport, obviously don't at this point. The airport social media channels will keep you guys up to date. For passengers with immediate flights this afternoon, they should contact their airline and check the airport's website for updates. So again, if you're a passenger, definitely do that. We are now getting also updates that the whole airport is in lockdown. We do have some videos which we can actually quickly show you before getting some update to find out exactly what this threat could be. Let's go to Birmingham Airport. Yes, as we said, we are also getting updates that they have been moving people to the NEC. I'm just going to quickly check the live feed for the channel to kind of double check if there's any more updates yet on what we already know. Okay, it's fine. Yes, this was posted by Sally Davis, who was at the airport, saying, so this is fun. Birmingham Airport has been evacuated after reports of a suspicious vehicle, and now we've all been herded to the NEC. That's obviously the conference building near the airport. It's not actually right next to it, by the way, but they've all actually been sent there. I believe we also do have a video. Yes, we have a video showing that as well, that they've all been moved to the NEC building. Now, there's going to be a lot of speculations as usual. Now, we'll find out if this is going to be any sort of bomb threats or anything else, because we have had suspicious vehicles and packages being found quite often actually at airports in the UK. They don't necessarily evacuate the whole thing and put it in lockdown. All the flights have now been suspended as well, and planes, they've told them not to fly out. Let me just double check to see if we have any more ongoing updates before we get your reaction, especially if you are watching this from Birmingham or near the airport. Let us know in the live chat as well. Yeah, they've now fully closed the airport, which is going to be having a massive effect, not just in terms of security, but also economically and everything else, because it's going to have a massive impact on everything in the area. There are, again, the speculations are increasing, even on social media, about, again, we have to be careful about this, about a possible bomb threat, but we don't actually know yet. We've had a number of airport dramas in England quite recently. We had Manchester Airport, weird stuff happening. Now we are going to Birmingham. Let's quickly see what's going on, get some reaction, and then we'll get more updates for you guys. Mike, thank you for your super chat saying it's all the Muslims returning home from the Hajj, at least half the population of Birmingham. Is that the time of the year? I thought it was summertime. Okay. Just double check. Evie says... Flight radar 24 shows no disturbances, planes both landing and taking off. So either flight radar 24 is not going well, or the Manchester Airport and West Midland Police are lying to everyone. So they've just evacuated people for no reason. I will double check as well, kind of see what we are seeing on flight track. There could be planes just flying on top of it, over it, but... also, it will take a few minutes to actually completely suspend the flights, because obviously if a plane is already taking off, they have to let it take off. Go to Birmingham. Yes, so you can see in Birmingham there is now a number of planes that is now just, yeah, there's no more planes going towards it. The ones that I've actually moved, I'm just going to show you on the map as well. Only we can see 3 planes that are just basically landing, and then that's it. Let me just show this. And 2 planes are just flying over Birmingham. They're not going to the airport. Maybe they're planning to go to the airport. Let me just show you on the screen what we have from the flight tracker as well. Here we go. So the right hand side, you can see that's where the Manchester Airport is located. There are 3 yellow plane symbols you can see. They seem to be grounded, so either they're just about to take off or they've just landed. There are 2 other planes you can see up in the air that they're just flying away from the airport on top of over Birmingham, and there are no more flights going in or out. So this comment doesn't seem to be correct. JJ Sassy says that the police should be careful. Airports are a beat the cops of jail-free zone. So it is concerning. It's a little bit worrying. Hopefully everybody is those who are part of the armed police force at at Birmingham Airport are kind of staying focused, because recently we've had a number of controversies when it comes to the way the armed police officers are treated in this country. Obviously, a couple of months back we had the Manchester Airport incident where the armed police were attacked. They actually controlled the situation, they contained the threats, and they got suspended for doing their job. Obviously, we had the Chris Cabba, the gangster who was shot by the armed police as well. And there was a whole court case again about that. Luckily, fortunately, the armed police officer was Martin Blake was cleared and found not guilty. There's been, because of that, there's been a lot of, as we reported last night, hundreds of armed police officers in the country were prepared to resign. So many of them already resigned. They left, and up to a point where the authorities were quite terrified. They deployed the army to London, especially for yesterday, in case everybody walks out. If you are an armed police officer, your job is very hard in this country, because if you do your job properly, you won't get praised, you will get punished instead. So hopefully this won't really affect any of that. Someone says, those 2 planes in the air are going to Luxembourg and London. An Air Charter Scotland jet took off from Birmingham 4 minutes ago. Yeah, I believe that would be one of the last few now. We could actually check. There are the two left now. One of them is Ryanair. Where is he going? Oh, from Rhodes to Birmingham, landed. The other one is also Ryanair. Why are there so many Ryanairs in Birmingham? From Mercia to Birmingham. That is the only two left now that are just on the runway. So, is it going or coming? No, it came. Yeah. No other flight is currently landing or departing from Birmingham. It's still in lockdown. We are trying to figure out if we get more updates in regards to the actual suspicious vehicle. Again, it's we have had suspicious vehicles or packages in the past quite regularly at train stations and airports as well, in car parks. We haven't actually had this where they have to evacuate the whole thing, move the passengers to the NEC building, which is nearby, as we showed you, and then the whole airport is now shut down. Because that is it's a big policy decision. And they usually tend to keep the stability going. If there is something going on somewhere like an airport, deciding to shut down all the flights and the whole building, because it has a massive impact, obviously, on the day, it is a big decision. So clearly, this could be something that they have to focus on properly. We don't actually know what it is. We're just getting some pictures as well. There has been no more updates in terms of if it's going to be reopened soon or not. Yeah, everything is now cancelled. Let's just get some more reaction from you guys while we're here. Again, if you're watching this from Birmingham or near the airport, let us know. Marcus says, I'm from Birmingham and I am not surprised. Apparently it's a bomb threat, but as you say, that has not been confirmed. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it is because of the way they handle the whole thing, shutting down the whole airport. But you don't want to completely just randomly speculate it and treat it as a news story. But a lot of people in the area are saying that. That's also a fair question. I wonder if all airports will now be in high alert. Let's quickly get some update actually from Heathrow, for example. Let me just double check with this, let you guys know while we're here, because if it's just a local thing, nothing has been announced yet, because nothing, no statement from Heathrow yet. But if they do decide that this could be something that could be a threat in other airports, they will still take their time to make the announcement, because they have to have a meeting with the Home Secretary and everybody else to see if it's in the public interest to let people know, or is it going to be creating more fear and chaos. Didn't you already have another event happening there recently? Was it Birmingham? I know we had a couple of things happening in Manchester Airport recently. Apart from the incident, there was the other situation as well. But that was just I know it sounds really weird to say standard generic suspicious package. We are kind of used to it now in England. But this one, the authorities are taking this more seriously. Ronald says there's someone in a car armed with hurty words. God knows. Kieran says planes are landing, yes, but they are stuck on the tarmac. Imagine a passport control with 12 planes worth of passengers. That is yes, because I'm not really sure what they're going to do there, because they've said they have evacuated everybody from the buildings and terminals. But those who are coming in, and they have to go through passport control, logic says they have to still be inside the building, because you can't just let people in, because then a lot of bad people will learn this tactic. They will say, well, let's just have a suspicious package outside or inside the building. They're going to evacuate the building. When you land, Mr. Terrorist, then you don't have to go through passport control. So I'm guessing they are still in there. That also means that the queues must be huge. Unless they found a way. I believe that those who have been moved to the NEC building might have been those who had to go through security. That's why they probably escorted them to the NEC building, not the normal passengers who were just walking around the terminal. Again, that's what logic would say, but we'll wait for the confirmation as well. So what else we have? Maybe better security should be implemented at airports as the norm. Well, this whatever is going on, this kind of means that the security worked, because if hypothetically this was some sort of bomb thing or whatever, clearly the security has identified it before it actually went off, hypothetically speaking, right? So and you can also have a package or a car outside the building without going through the security. So I don't think it's easy to actually go through the security with any sort of explosives, but it's almost impossible these days. But you can obviously do it through the back door or the car park. So there's trying to just double check something for you guys, ladies and gentlemen, because there was also another situation, I believe, in Turkey. Yeah, there's a bit of an incident at the airport in Ankara in Turkey as well, and not related to this as far as we know, obviously. I just wanted to double check to see if, because it happened at the same time. It's a bit of shooting going on at the airport in Ankara. Yeah, don't think it's related. The whole world is falling apart. We'll get some more reaction from you guys, and then we'll double check the live feed. Mike again says there must be a far right bacon delivery. Give it a couple of decades. Yes, bacon will be illegal. You're gonna have to smuggle it into the country. Okay, everything's good. No, so yes, what we're going to do, because I believe I've just been told that the authorities will release another statement shortly, but not now. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back once we have more updates for you guys. So a quick summary. The airport in Birmingham has been evacuated. It's in lockdown. All flights have been cancelled, and no more planes being taken off or landing. A couple of them obviously last minute landed, and a number of passengers have now been escorted to the NEC building nearby. It's not even that close, by the way. And we're going to keep you guys posted on 2C TV as usual. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Maya 2C, and we are the media.